Hello everyone, welcome to a Life of Yes podcast. I'm your host Rajat. This was around 1997. John Christensen, during his visit to Pike Place Fish Market in Seattle, was amazed looking at the sellers. You may wonder what could be so amazing. After all, they are just selling fish, right? John Christensen found it amazing not because the market was in Seattle or what the sellers were doing. Rather, it was in how they were doing it. Can you take a guess on what he noticed there? The sellers were having fun during their work. Yes, having fun while selling fish. And what's more, to his surprise, he found them laughing, shouting, and you know what? Even tossing trout and salmon. You heard it right, tossing trout and salmon through the air just behind the customers' heads. Can you imagine that? Noticing this, he came up with 4 points. Be there, be emotionally present for people, play, tap into your natural way of being creative, enthusiastic, and having fun. Make their day. Find simple ways to serve or delight people in a meaningful and memorable way. Choose your attitude. Take responsibilities for how you respond to what life throws at you. Now let's look at how we can apply these 4 principles in our daily lives. What would you do if your near and dear ones or friends or colleagues are having a rough day? Would you just ignore and walk away? Or would you try and find out what they are going through? Sometimes all it takes for us is to be empathetic, an active listener without being president of advisory committee and throwing advices. Just a simple act of listening to their troubles can relieve them of their emotions and give them a clarity of thought. And besides, they get a feeling of there are people who care for them. We all have heard of the proverb, work when made, fun gets done. Imagine a situation where the deadline is approaching and you're nowhere close to delivering the project. It would be literally like everybody is a ticking time bomb. Let's step away for a moment. Imagine a pressure cooker. There is a mechanism, a safety valve that would release the pressure. Similarly, we need a mechanism, to release the pressure. It could be as simple as a witty one-liner or someone pulling a prank, of course, without offending anyone. We human beings not only have the ability to laugh, but also possess the creativity to create humor. Moving to the next one, how do you feel when someone congratulates you, appreciates your thoughtfulness, or surprises you with a small gift? You feel great, don't you? Your day is made. Similarly, find opportunities to brighten somebody's day. It can be as simple as just flashing a smile. You probably are flashing the smile for the nth time that day, but the other person who is receiving your smile, it could be the first time that they are receiving a smile that day, and it could make their day. Feels good, doesn't it? Imagine the amount of difference it would make for the rest of the day for that person. Life has a way of throwing curveballs and googlies at us. Things may not always go according to our plans. There are things that can annoy you, make us angry, or make us even grumpy. It could also be a feedback on our actions. Rather than reacting or being defensive, let's take it with a pinch of salt. Be open-minded and think from the other person's perspective. The attitude of openness will always help us grow. That's all for today. Thank you for listening to me and have a fabulous day.